What is up, guys? My name is Bailey and welcome back to another one of my videos. In this video I have an unboxing and review of the Coic True Wireless Earbuds. Now these earbuds are sold on Amazon, and the reason why I picked up these earbuds over some of the other ones is because these ones are very comparable to the Apple AirPods, but at a fraction of their cost. So these ones were about $21 on Amazon. It had over 1,000 reviews, and it was the best one that I could come across that didn't seem like a cheap version of the Apple AirPods. And the reason why I picked up some of these is because my current Apple AirPods, the battery on them is pretty dead. So they only last maybe about 40 minutes or so before the earbuds completely die. So that's why I ended up picking up one of these, is because I didn't want to spend another $170 on AirPods. But regardless, I'm going to go ahead and unbox this, show you guys everything inside the box, and then compare it to the Apple AirPods. So this right here is what comes in the packaging. This is from the company Coic. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but it's C-O-I-O-C, and it's the True Wireless Earbuds. You can see that the form factor does look like the Apple AirPods. It's not exactly like it, but it's the closest you can get without pretty much knocking off the Apple AirPods. On the back, the model number is the S22, and then some of this other information on the bottom that you don't really need to worry about. Now, it does work with iOS, Android, and Windows, so pretty much anything that has Bluetooth, it will work with it, as it does use Bluetooth 5.3. So I'm gonna go ahead and crack this open and see how it feels and how it looks. So right out of the box, this is what it looks like. It looks like there is an LED light on the front right there showing me the battery level. It is green. It does feel a little bit smaller than the Apple AirPods. The material on it feels like a matte material versus that glossy material on the Apple AirPods. But let's set that to the side real quick and see everything else inside of the box. So you are going to be getting the USB-C charging cable. So you'll be getting the USB-A to USB-C. I wish it was USB-C to USB-C, but you could probably find another cable that does use USB-C to USB-C, as this cable is pretty short. And then the last thing in the box is going to be the instruction manual, which you can look over if you need help with it. But let's go back to the charging case here. I'm going to grab my Apple AirPods. The one that I currently have is the first generation. You can see this is the comparison between the two. It is smaller than the Apple AirPods first generation. If you compare it to the other generations, I believe the case they made is a little bit smaller than this one. But you can see that from the first generation to this one, it does seem narrower, but it does kind of seem a little bit fatter as well. So it says it's 3.3 grams, so it is pretty light. And it does have 13mm big drivers for the speakers, so it's supposed to give you better bass. I'm not quite sure how that works, but I'll put these in my ears and test it. But on the bottom right here, it does have a USB-C to plug it in. With that USB-C charging cable, you just plug it in there and charge it up. Let's open up the case and see the earbuds. So you can see that they're already trying to connect, or at least one of them is trying to connect, the other one is not on, but that's what they look like. Now the case does snap into place. It does feel a little magnetic. You can't flick the lid off of it, so it does stay shut when you do close it. But now once you open it, it looks like they are, or it was blinking, not anymore. I'm not sure how this works, but let's pull these earbuds out. And then on the inside of the case, there is some writing. So right there. So it just says the model number, the voltage, the battery, everything pretty much on the back of the box. And then the left and right to signify which earbud goes into which hole. So put that to the side. Comparing these, now the fronts, they do look like the AirPods. Let me grab the AirPods right now and show you guys. So here's the left AirPod, and then here is the S22. So you can see that they look pretty similar. The AirPod has an extra hole right there, while this one does not, but everything else looks pretty similar. Now the AirPod design does look a little bit better. You can see that it kind of tapers off on the AirPod more naturally, and it does seem like it's a little bit smaller and thinner. But as far as the stems go, the S22 is a little bit bulkier, but it is a little bit shorter as well. So you can see right there. So on the S22, it does say left, if it focuses, right there on the stem, similar to the AirPod, and then on the right one, it does the same thing, but for the right earbud. So that's what it looks like. I'm gonna pair it to my phone right now. I have the iPhone 14. So I'm gonna pull up the Bluetooth on my iPhone 14 and see how it pairs. So here is the Bluetooth settings. You can see that the S22 already popped up. I'm gonna go ahead and click the S22. And just like that, it has connected. So you can see the S22 right there, it has connected. So I'm gonna put these in my ear and see how they sound. So these are pretty loud. They do sound pretty good, surprisingly, for 22 bucks. They do have touch controls as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and turn up the volume. Make sure I get a song that's not copyright in here. So that's with the volume all the way up. Now, like I said, they do have touch controls. Now, I don't really use the touch controls. These ones are a little bit different than the AirPods. There are tons of touch controls, and I'll put up a screenshot right now to show you guys what the touch controls consist of. But you can play pause by touching either the left or the right twice. So if you tap it twice, it'll either pause it or play it. If you hold it for 2 seconds, it'll either go back or go forward in the song. To go down in volume, you hold it, you tap it once. The left is to go down in volume, the right is to go up in volume. You can also answer and hang up calls. Left is to answer, right is to hang up. And you can also reject a call as well by holding it for 2 seconds. You can activate Siri by tapping it 3 times. Now there's too many functions in my opinion. I think it's too much functionality as far as the tapping. There's a lot of remembering how many seconds and how many times you're going to tap it and for what. I wish they kind of just kept it pretty simple where you can either skip a track or pause a song. Something like that where there's not too much to remember. But from what I see, this is a pretty good alternative if you guys don't want to buy the Apple AirPods. They feel really good in the ear. They're not exactly the same as the AirPods, but if you wanted to get away with only spending 20 bucks on something like this instead of spending 170 on AirPods, I know the first or second generation, they're selling it now for about 99 bucks, but if you want to save even more money, you can pick up one of these from this company, and you'll pretty much get the same effect as the AirPods. So another cool feature with these earbuds, as you can see right here, it says S22, so it does show the battery level of the headphones on your iPhone. I can't speak for Android, but for iPhone users, it does show the battery percentage, which is very cool because usually only AirPods and Apple products can show the battery percentage. So it's very nice that you can see if your S22s are going to die anytime soon, you can throw them in the case and charge them up. Now, unfortunately, the case does not show on here. It only shows the earbuds that you have, and I have tested out the touch controls, and the only one that I really find use out of is the skipping feature. So if I go into a song right now, and I'll play the song, if I hold the right earbud for 2 seconds, so here's the song it's currently playing. If I have the earbud, this is the right earbud, if I hold this for 2 seconds, it'll skip. There are other controls, like if you hold it for 3 seconds, it's going to be a little funky. I would probably only use this for the skip and rewind. As far as the volume goes, I'll usually have my phone with me, so if I need to turn it up or turn it down, I'll use my phone instead of using the touch controls. But if you guys get used to the touch controls, you guys do have the option to lower the volume or even increase the volume. So hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. I did a little quick unboxing. I tested these out. I used these headphones for about an hour or so, and it's currently at 90%. So the battery life on it is fairly good. I don't think it'll last 10 hours according to this test. I think once it drains down a little bit, it'll start continually drain down even faster. That's pretty much what I have for you guys in this video. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure to drop it down in the comment section down below. If you guys want to pick up one of these headphones, I'll leave a link in the description down below with the cheapest price on Amazon. And if you guys have any questions at all, make sure to drop it down in the comment section and I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. And like always, I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Peace.